Adorable. So Spotify just revealed that they are changing their royalty model. You indie artists need to be prepared for this, okay? I will show you all of the things that can help you be successful in marketing your song to get to that 1,000 stream benchmark. What's up? I'm Winter Bates. I am an indie artist. I am an R&B vocalist from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about two things that you can do to market your song very easily. Those two things are blogs, music blogs, and playlisting. I'm going to cover the blogs first. So a couple months ago, I had chatted with a friend about different ways that we can market our music together. One of those ways was finding music blogs to submit to. While I was doing my research, I came across this one called Eastside Vibes, and the writer Joe, he did a fantastic write-up on my song Spinning Remix featuring Don Francois. By the way, you can check out that video in the link in my description. He did an awesome write-up, and that actually helped me meet other artists in my area as well, namely Eric with a Glock in his sock. Great guy, great music. We wouldn't have even met if it wasn't for Eastside Vibes, because his song was also featured on that blog a little bit before mine was. I mentioned one way that these music blogs can be very helpful, and that is in networking. Another way is promotions. So it's very easy to kind of promote yourself when you see your work on something like that. It makes you feel a sense of pride and you want to share that to the rest of the world. One thing that I did when I got that blog placement is put it in my bios on my website, my Spotify, and other distribution. Even if it's only a couple hundred subscribers versus maybe 2 million, these are people who are in your area who may be willing to come to your shows, listen to your music, follow you on social media. All of those things that you want are contained in this little music blog. Any connections you can make are meaningful, and being on that blog really helps me make those connections. Another way being on a local blog is really helpful is because you can kind of saturate your market. So I want to paint a picture, okay? So let's imagine that you can only choose between these two options, Lyrical Lemonade or be featured in 15 local music blogs. Now think about that for a second. Which one would you choose? Would you choose the one big publication or the 15 little ones in a niche specific market? I would choose the 15 local blogs, okay? Because let's say in my hometown of Milwaukee, there's about 500,000 people, okay? If I can submit to 15 music blogs in my area, a good amount of those same 500,000 people are going to be reached. They will know about my music, they will listen to my music, they'll follow me, all of those things. When we're talking about popularity here, it means something else when 1,000 people in one city all know your music versus one person in every single country. Having that music blog placement functions in a way where you can create that sense of community, contribute to what the writer is trying to do for that blog, and also market your music in a meaningful way to you. So I do suggest that you go and research some blogs, write it down in a spreadsheet, make sure that you know their genres if you can submit to them, and just follow them for a little bit. Don't actually submit to them right away because you need to make sure that you know the lay of the land. How does this actual blog work? What are the writers like? Once you narrow it down to a couple that you like, go ahead and reach out to the writers, tell them a little bit about your song. Don't write too much because they don't got all day to read your message, and then ask if they would be willing to listen to your song. It's very important that you do not try to force them to do anything, because a lot of the time these people don't do music as a full-time job. They're just people that really like music and want to talk more about it. So make sure that you are very respectful of this person's time and that you are very gracious and grateful if they do put your music on their website. I can give you an example of what I wrote to Joe right here. Feel free to pause and take some snippets that you think will be very useful to you. Make sure that you give them a little bit of context about the actual song itself, about you, and then any collaborators that you may have, and also give them a link to stream the song. If you have not released a song yet, that's okay. Make sure that you mention that and give them a link to listen to it. Do not make them download a file, okay? Just think about it. If someone is just cold call emailing you with something to download, I'm not opening that because I don't want a virus. But also it's just easier to open a link. So ways you can do that: you can upload your song to Soundcloud, make it private, and then share the secret link with them. You can also upload it to YouTube if you prefer that. Just have the audio and then send it to them that way. Let me know if you have any questions about this segment in the comment, but for right now we're going to move on to the playlisting. Now playlisting, you can do this pretty much anywhere. My main two streaming platforms are Spotify and SoundCloud right now. So I've gotten a whole bunch of social media shares by sharing the playlist that I make in Spotify. The main technique that I use in Spotify playlisting is to make sure that I include at least 10 songs from people that I've actually met IRL in person, and then tag them on social media when I try to promote this playlist. playlist. I include mutuals because it means a lot to them when they see you sharing their music for no reason. Obviously, you're going to submit your own music in that playlist as well, but having no strings attached shares is really good for your rapport and shows other people that you are very trustworthy and that you actually care about uplifting other artists. So the way that I do it, I screenshot or screen record the actual playlist so that people can see what's in there, and then tag all of the people who I actually know in that video, and also the bigger artists that I have. The most success I had with this is with my Midwest playlist that got about 1,000 views, and I tagged 12 people in it. That's going to be beneficial to you because you get new streams, you get new people, new audiences, and you also have something to spotlight on your profile that makes you look a little bit more seasoned. So if you have a Spotify profile and you can fix all of that stuff, one thing that I tried to do is to actually spotlight the playlist. I waited a little bit after I dropped a new song, but I put the new song at the very top of the playlist, and then that makes it look more interesting to people who are trying to get to know who you are, or maybe even people who already know you. They're like, oh, okay, I want to see what they're doing. Oh, they have a new playlist. Click, and then they listen to your music. Very easy streams that way. One thing in common with both of these tips that I gave you about the music blogs and the playlist is to be genuine. Be sure that you when you are sharing these things, that you try to bring other artists with you. See this person and be like, oh yeah, this is a cool person, I can trust them, I can share my music with them, they'll share mine. That's just an amazing feeling. It's like making new friends, honestly. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, go ahead, drop a like. Please subscribe to my channel for much more tips. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave a comment and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching. Pro tip: so remember when I gave you that advice to not submit to them immediately, you should also include something that you like about the person's writing style or something that they already reviewed in that blog in your pitch to them, so that they know that you're familiar with this blog and they'll be more willing to work with you instead of just thinking of you, oh, this is just a random person, I don't have to open this email.